going to get caught unaware. And the masses of the people are going to be caught unaware. And they're going to have on the wrong garment, which the garments of this world, the covering of this world, man. Okay?
I want to say this because it's a spirit. It's the spirit going on. I mean, like if you if you in the world, you're gonna live how the world lives. But if you in the spirit, you're gonna live how the spirit is. Cause it's a spiritual thing. It's not like no physical garment. It's spiritual. You put your spiritual garment on.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It said, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
You know, so he's talking about, he's writing it to the church, and the church is in the know. When you go into Thessalonians, when you go to the book of Thessalonians, all right, what does the Apostle Paul, break down? The coming of Yahweh. Okay? So the church knows, if you're really in Yahweh, the spirit of Yahweh, the spirit of prophecy. So we know what time it is. We know that we two major prophecies from the end, right, man? The MTV, the World War III. Bro.
Hey, back into Revelation 16 and 15, least he walked naked and they see his shame.
Yeah, at least they walk naked and see his shame. And that lets you know, all right, that in the garden, all right, and they're talking about Adam and Eve being ashamed, it was because they was found walking outside of their way of righteousness, okay, which is a shame. Because guess what? No matter how much money them niggas got, when Esau started exposing them niggas, you can see the shame on them niggas. Yep. You don't see that pride on Meek Mill no more like it used to be, man. Right. The Diddy and all them niggas, like, you don't see that, like, that pride diminishing because of that shame. Like, it don't matter how much money and clout and accolades and he ran the game and none of that shit don't matter. Like, once that shit start coming out, that shame gonna be there. You can't get around that shame, man.
That's important, bro. Hey, back into that scripture, you have a term, naked, goes back to Gymnos, Strong's G 1131, and this is the point of the spirit whose garment is the body, stripped of the body without a body.
Yep.
So basically, hey, just like from a spiritual sense, we have a garment, and so when the Most High takes that garment from you, what happens? You're naked. Now, going to the metaphor, the open, laid bare. And if you're open, if you're laid bare, you don't have this fruit.
Yep.
Basically, it's going back to Ezekiel, those dry bones. That's it.
You got that.
It's Isaiah 52:1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion.
Put on thy strength. You see, our obedience is our strength. Why was Joshua able to conquer 33 kings going into the land of Canaan? Because he was obedient. Their generation of Israelites, Lord willing, we know generation that went into the promised land the first time, it would make sense. Them same spirit that was obedient, talk about how, Joshua started the procedure of circumcision again with that generation. Okay, and our minds have been circumcised in this time. But that's our strength. King David was a man of the Most High heart. When did Israel become a superpower? When did King David? That was his strength. When he said, the Lord teaches my hands to war. And he said, it's talk about the heathen, how before, they see me, they will be obedient. Like they just heard about the name of King David. And they were like, So this is our strength. And this is why Esau, and like Elder Bay always go into, this is why niggas like Nate and all these guys, all right, try to separate our people from Yahweh by Shema al-Shai, because they're commissioned to do that by the elites, because the elites know this our strength. Nate, Nate Sakari, ISUBK, we'll call him the big three. Okay. Hey, they set up to keep our people separated from their power because that's our strength. You got it, bro.
It's Isaiah 52:1.
Yep.
Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion.
Yep.
Put on thy beautiful garments.
Yep, our beautiful garments. Go ahead.
O Jerusalem.
So is it talking about the whole city putting on the garment? No, it's talking about the people. Okay, and that garment goes into our conduct, our behavior, our anastrophe. Okay, go ahead.
The holy city.
Yep.
That his force that shall no more come until uncircumcised,
Yep.
and the unclean.
Yeah, because we're being separated from this world, and when we're delivered and we get into the kingdom, the heathens will not be amongst us, man. Okay? They will be in a position of servitude, just like now. Are we amongst the elites of this world? Okay? No. But we operate in the system that they created of slavery. Well, the heathens are going to operate in our system of servitude that we create. But they would not be amongst us, man. Okay? There's going to be heathens that just hear about, you know, the elite of Israel. Like, you'll never see them. We can only hear and watch documentaries about the Rothschild. You'll never be in the vicinity with them niggas, man. Okay? So this is the status that we're going to go to, but it starts with us what? Putting on those beautiful garments, which is our strength. Yes.
Ecclesiastes 9 and 8.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 9 and 8. Let your garments be always white.
Yep.
And let your head,
Yeah.
you read it again. Ecclesiastes 9 and 8. Let your garments be always white, and let your head lack no point.
So your garments be white, and white goes with your purity. Now we're not going to be perfect, but we got pure intention. You know, like when we teach, it's for the pure intention of edifying the elect. We're not here to extort. Okay, we're not here to manipulate you. We're not here to feed our own belly, to feed into ourselves. When we teach this word, when we deal amongst the body, it's pure intention.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be perfect. You're gonna have this, but it's always from a place of pure intention, man. You know.
That's why you go into the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter. It actually states that in their mouth is found no guile. So the elect, whoever they may be, is perfect in the eyes of Yahweh Shem. Let their mouth like found no guile.
Yep.
You know.
You got it.
Yeah, this is Baruch 5 and 1. It said, put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction.
Yep, the garment of mourning and affliction, because our disobedience brought about what? Mourning and affliction. Okay? This is what our obedience put us to. When our people cry and protest and march, it's rooted in our disobedience. Okay? The reason why you don't get a fair shake, because this is not your kingdom. You see? This is the kingdom of your enemy. Okay? Not only is the kingdom of the heathen, but your arch rival Esau. The nigga that hates you the most is in power. Okay? You're not going to get a fair shake. Okay?
And put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua forever.
Yeah, and put on the comeliness, which is the beautiful. Okay? Because when we operate in the righteousness of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we move as a beautiful people, man. Okay? The way we operate amongst each other, the way we interact with the earth, man. You know, the way we structure, you know, with the patriarch. Okay? That's a beautiful sight to see. You know, like it's a beautiful thing when you see a man and his wife and children, and it seems like everybody just leaving that man for it. Like that's a beautiful thing to look at. You know, like you see the son, you know, falling up behind the father. You know, like cleaving on to him. Like that's a beautiful thing. You know, so when we behave according to the righteousness of the scripture, we're a beautiful people, man. It's a beautiful concept, man. You know? You got it, bro.
All right, this verse 2, it said, cast about thee a double garment of righteousness.
Yep, a double garment. You see? Because as it was our mind to go astray of the Lord 10 times more. You know? Like we really supposed to be, all about increasing, in righteousness, man. You know, through faith in Yahushua.
We're coming from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and set a diadem on thy head of the glory of the everlasting.
The diadem, you know, go back to like the turban, precious stone in it. Okay, and there was a turban worn by the nobles, you know. So our obedience, is the Lord is decking us out with obedience, man. And it's gonna lead to actual leadership. You know, when you go with you.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 18.
You know, as you can see, it's a lot going on.
You know what I'm saying? It's quite evident that we're in the end, and we in a time where everyone has their eyes on those small hats. You know, and also Elon. You know, the people of Iran. You know, all eyes are on them, and also Russia. You know what I'm saying? So we're in a time when Yahweh Shem Shai is getting ready to visit this earth. Yahweh Shai is coming soon. You know? All right, so, you know, basically the Lord sent us out here. You know, we've been commissioned. The brother get the word commission. Make sure I'm on point. You know, we've been, you know, sent forth to you know, preach the message of Yahweh Shem Shai, because the message we come with is not ours, you know? You got something? Go ahead, bro.
You want something else?
What you got?
I just had a precept.
Go ahead.
This Sirach 43, starting at verse 6. It said, he made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world.
Right. So the moon is a very big sign. You know, once again, you know, we mentioned the new moon. That means new month. You know, and because the Lord he used that you know, that heavenly body, you know, as an ordinance. You know, dealing with time was the same thing. You know, dealing with the sun. That's how you tell the time in the day. But see, with the moon, we keep up with months according to that. You know, even the tribe of Gad, so-called North American Indians, you know, they'll make a statement. They'll be like, well, I haven't seen you in so many moons, meaning so many months. And see, what the Lord is doing, he's simply just bringing clarification, you know, to the topic of how we keep the Sabbath. You know, because you have a lot of Israelite camps, they don't know how to properly keep it. They keep it according to the small hats, but you really keep it based off of when the new moon comes in. You know, because that's a new cycle. All right? You know what I'm saying? But that's still on there, right?
No, it's a couple.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 7, from the moon is the sign of peace. And like that.
Yeah. The new moons and Sabbaths, and also a lot of our holy days. Matter of fact, is it Leviticus 23? Pretty much it's illustrated according to the Sabbath. You know, Passover. You know, and some of our holy days, they're like a Sabbath, or like a day of rest within itself. You know, of course, you know to fall back on things during the Day of Atonement. You know what I'm saying? But just showing you, once again, that heavenly body you call the moon. Now, I think you had brought that, bro. Like, it's basically like a satellite. You know, the moon is like it's like a satellite, but it's used for different things, showing you everything the Lord created was for a purpose, man. You know, no, you got it.
The moon control like the tides and the waves of the ocean. You know, the water that's within us. You know, the moon control how people feel and thoughts and all.
Yep. Yeah, man, and also the Lord used it for signs of the times. You know, a blood moon will come in. You know, we'll see see the moon. It may be orange. You know, a particular time. They have what's called a super wolf moon, but just showing you, you know, it's for a reason. All right, what happens up there determines what the Lord is doing down here. You know, you got it, boy. Okay.
So from the moon is the sign of peace, a light that decreases in her perfection. The month is called.
Oh, a light that decreases in her perfection, and we see that. You know. And see, when it's a new moon, that's when the moon is like, it's fully black, so to speak. You know? That's the beginning of it. But then you see it, what's the word, bro? Is it, it's waxing? That means growth. Like, so you see more of the moon, but then when it wanes, you see it becoming dark again. Showing you the new moon is about to come back, in again. Go ahead out.
The month is called after her name.
Yeah, so you get month from the word moon. And see, this is very simple, man. This is like Sabbath 101. You know, this is how we know how to keep the Sabbath. No, you got it. Yeah. Hey, and this, hey, for you other groups, man, really the Lord is seeking to pull you out the fire, man, because y'all keeping it wrong. And at the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do, but the Lord still shows you the right way, through his men.
Yeah, man, this is the moon on Wikipedia.
Alright, just to add to the position. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite.
Woo!
It orbits at an average distance of 384,000 kilometers, about 30 times the diameter of Earth. Over time, Earth's gravity is called tidal locking, causing the same side of the moon to always face the Earth. Because of this, the lunar day and lunar month are the same length, at 29.5 Earth days.
Wow.
The moon's gravitational pull and, to a lesser extent, the sun's are the main drivers of Earth's tidal waves. So
Back you
Earth's
up.
tides. Isn't it scriptures about the moon controls its tides?
That's it, man, and that's where you get the word lunatic. When it comes to people, it's a high tide, and I know, cause my first major job, when I first came into truth, I worked in a rehabilitation home for senior citizens, you know, and basically, when it would be a full moon, bro, them people, you know, like them elderly Edomites with dementia or Alzheimer's, bro, like they'll be spazzing out, man.
And the apostle broke it down. The reason why, see, the moon's gravitational pull causes high tide during, I want to say, the new moon and the new moon and the full moon. It pulls the water up.
Yeah.
That's why farmers, they farm around the sunshine because the water comes up in the soil around the new moon and full moon. But because the people are mostly water around the new moon and the full moon, they cause your spirit, the waters that you rise, which cause your personality to kind of amplify. That's the word, amplify.
And that's also why it's good, you know, brothers got their particular spirits, but you know, some brothers are more outgoing, so to speak. Some brothers are more extrovert, for lack of better words. You know, hey, it's good to fall back on certain things during the full moon. You don't be out here amongst the crazies, man. You know, lunatics. Yeah, the lunatics. Is they on there, bro?
The moon is called after her name. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
Yeah, and that's going back to Genesis, man. Hey, the Lord called, man, and these ordinances still stand to this day. You see? And man marvel at it. You know, and you can't figure out how that was made, man. You know, see, we in a time when this Edomite, you know, which has the greatest God complex that we've ever seen on the earth, he wants to go back to Genesis and be like La'ah, where it say Tawab. He want to be like La'ah. And pretty much want to remake everything, man, like make his own version of it. That's why this man must be stopped. You got Joe Bond.
Yeah, it changed, Rob. I'll probably be back around.
Okay.
I got one more scripture. Jeremiah 31:35. Thus said Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day. Jeremiah 31:35. Thus said Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night.
Yeah, and that's heavy because going back to Genesis, the greater light to rule the day was the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night was the moon. And basically, when you look at these ordinances, the Lord gives you a balance. It's duality because it reminds you of masculine and feminine. Like the sun is brighter and more masculine energy. You know, it's just boom, because everybody see the sun. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, the moon, you know, it's more tucked in, so to speak. It's feminine, like a woman, you know.
Which it's that selenite right there.
Woo! Charging. Hey, it's showing you a woman really supposed to add to your life. You know, that comfort, like the moon. You know.
When you put it together, it's the power you have by Shem and Hawashai basically. Feminine and the masculine.
Together.
Yes, when you put it together. Yes.
That's why you had that one of the king singer Selena go back to moon. Selena go back to moon goddess. Selenite goes back to moon. Selena goes back to moon. That calming spirit in her voice. You know, but it says which divided the seas and the waves thereof war. It's about the moon. Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yeah, man. So we see that these ordinances still around because you reach them on there, bro. Because they want to get rid of us. See, and that's when you Israelites gonna get the point, you know. When Esau Edom roll, you gonna fully understand what you involved in. For a lot of y'all, it's gonna be too late, man. You know, because like beloved Elder Apostle Gabar said, he said it years ago, and he was really in the spirit when he said it. That he was like, they coming. He said them two words, but it's the way he said it. They coming. That ain't changed. You know? You got it.
Verse 36, Jeremiah 31:36. If those ordinances depart from me, I read it again. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Yeah, and see, for a while now, because you know the agenda itself hasn't been new. They've been wanting to destroy us before we even woke up. Basically, you have different scientists, you know, and different people that the Esau Edom holds in high esteem. They want to find a way to get rid of the moon. They want to find a way to block the sun because they want to do that. They want to do away with the ordinances so the Lord will do away with Israel, man. You know? And then you damn small hats, y'all act like the Most High got a bad memory. You know? That's why they portraying themselves to be us in the land as if we were never there. But just showing you the Lord, he really about to start doing things, man. You know? See, this awakening, this Israelite awakening was a very big deal. You know? This the Lord, he's showing the whole earth, like he about to move. You about to start doing stuff, man. You know?
I read it. Verse 37. Thus saith Yahweh, heaven above can be measured, the foundations of the earth searched out beneath.
Oh yeah. 3 plus 7 is well, it's 10, which would be 1. Hey man, the Most High is number 1. You know? And you got a lot of these different people, you know, it's all into numbers, different numerologists. We not into all that. But we know he is though. See, the Heavenly Father, he about to show everyone, especially this Edomite, that he is, man. You about to realize that you were created, man. You know? you about to see that, man. You know, you read that part again?
All right, Jeremiah 31:7. Thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured,
and they seeking to do that. They seeking to do that. I wish I could remember. You can get I think it's Job 11. You know, can that by itself?
I'll tell you.
You read that again while he looking?
Yeah.
Jeremiah 31:37. Thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel, all that they have done, saith Yahweh.
Yeah, and they're seeking to do that, man. You know? But see, the mystery to most on earth, they don't know that this man never even left the earth's atmosphere. You know? But even going back to, you know, when we was in you know, science class, whether in middle school, high school, and some brothers went to college, you know. But they even show you that Esau Edom, he measures the levels of the atmosphere, man. You know, because ultimately this man wants to get out there. You see, and they mainly want to get out there because they want to escape the destruction, man. See, they know what's coming. You know, see why Jacob's playing games. Jay think we just gonna be here another, you know, 10, 20 years. Edom making moves, man. And see that when it comes to that charagma, they're really perfecting that thing. And I'm gonna quote the brother Hanat from the Bake Area Camp. You know, and it's a thing of faith. You know, every brother, you know, may think about it a little differently. But personally, I believe they already got it. I believe it's just a thing. I'm saying like with the one they want to put in your head. Of course, we see the one they put in people's hands. But I'm talking about they got. We see Neuralink. But the thing is, they've been had this, man. They've been had this. But it just okay. You know, we got to get it to where this is gonna be the one. And see, that's gonna be the one they're gonna mandate for everyone to have, man. And that's when everybody gonna see it, even you other Israelite groups. Now you can talk now, but see, that's when y'all gonna see it too. You know? They
gotta cause they want to cause enough chaos in the world to make people believe that they actually want what they quote unquote just created. Like you said, they already had the technology, they already had the idea of what they was gonna do, but they didn't have the chaos to make the people really believe that they want. You know, they had to dumb the people down. They had to cause enough illnesses. They had to cause enough problems with people's, you know, physical bodies in order for them to believe that, like, okay, this is something that's gonna actually take human nature to the next level.
Yeah, man, you got a book. It's by a famous journalist, you know, that the elite hold in high esteem, a man by the name of Aldous Huxley. He wrote a book called A Brave New World. You know, basically they've already been thinking like this for a very long time. It's just that now, okay, we're in it, you know, and people don't think about it. We've been in the NWO for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Even now some brothers had mentioned CERN, you know, as far as what they was doing during the last major solar eclipse. They've been doing stuff like that, messing with, you know, when to tap into God particles. It's just now they want to let you know about it. I want to tell you what I'm doing. You know, that is their pride, man.
Because they pride themselves.
Yeah.
They're proud of this act that they're committed because now it's like them having a closer relationship with their God-like concept.
Yep.
You know?
I was listening to this song, you know that song Lil Wayne Trap House. And he was like, she's so down with this new world order.
Yeah, you said it's right in the song.
He said, and then Lil Wayne, Eminem 20 years ago, he was like, as we move towards a new world order, they got all the artists saying, they're fucking puppies, man. They have to project like you always go into it, man. They have to tell you before it happens.
And that was in their prime.
Yep.
You know, everybody, the athletes speak out in their prime, the entertainers speak out in their prime, and they become more conscious and woke, and they begin to be on a decline. Yeah.
And that influence can be broadcasted worldwide at a high level while in their prime.
Because Lil Wayne, he's waning now.
Yeah, he's bad, man.
Physically, artistically, all that.
Yeah, you don't got it.
You don't got it.
This ain't the Carter no more. You gotta be. Okay.
I just going to Elder Kazai brought out earlier how the leaks on the left hand side, you know, they have that mindset that I forgot. His memory doesn't exist anymore of all the wicked deeds they done did. So this is the book of Psalm, the 10th chapter, starting verse 10. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He has said in his heart, the Most High have forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it.
Right. Once again, you know, speak about the secret counsel. You know, and then you have people that they use as a face, but see, they're not the people that's really controlling this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll have people that tell you about particular things. Even but this guy, he's under fire now. You know, Anthony Fauci. You know, pretty much crying while he's in the press. You know, but see, you know, the thing is, that wasn't Anthony Fauci's idea. You know, pushing the jab. He's just a face. You know, you got foul people. You got foul guys. You know, it's the wicked elite of Edom that's pushing that. And see, it's gonna be another one. You know, that was nothing but a trial run. They're gonna bring more sicknesses, man. You know.
Job 14:5, in his days are determined, the number of his months, for with thee thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah, man. Because Edom has an expiration date. You know? The one thing he can't stop is himself from going down. You know? He can't control time. You know? See, the Lord has ways to humble, you know, all mankind. Even them. Which they're considered the third part of man, you know, the sons of the wicked. At the end of the day, they still got to eat like we do. They still got to breathe the same air, you know, drink the same water. Yeah, and they can't control death. They can still die. And we saw that with, was it, you know, Jacob Rothschild, Evelyn Rothschild?
Multiple heart transplant.
Yeah. Was it David Rothschild? You know? But see, what's going on? Or people say God saved the queen. God didn't save the queen. God took the queen out. You know? So that's one thing you can't stop.
Which means the devil belonging to the Most High.
And we can get that too. You know, see, we in a time where this man has a, what they speak about, the doomsday clock. You know, how it's moving up so many seconds. We in that time now. You know?
Turn from him that he may rest.
This is like read like the middle of the verse again. That's cool.
Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right, because pursuant to Job 9:24, it tells us the earth is given to the hand of wicked. Pursuant to Daniel 4, is it 17? You know, But it, it tells you that the Heavenly Father ruleth in the kingdom of men. So now he's getting to dethrone you because you never put yourself there. He put you there. You can't plead to him to say stop it. And then you so bold, you want to fight him. You want to fight the man that put you there. Your creator. And see, we never saw this happen before, man. We saw a small example going back to Egypt. And the Lord, he zapped Pharaoh's chariots wheels, But the Egyptians, they weren't so bold to fight back. This Edomite want to fight back. Well, like the old saying goes, your arm too short to fight God, man.
The most proud.
Yeah, the most proud, that wicked. The Lord, he getting ready to deal with that wicked. It's a particular seed on the earth the Lord has a problem with, man. But like I said in the latter end of the verse, that was the point of his bounds that he cannot pass. You have a boundary. Yep. Because every nation on the earth did, what I'm saying, that their rule was interrupted. So what makes you different?
This is Job 11, starting verse 6. I mean, starting verse 7.
Job 11 and 7. Canst thou by searching find out the Most High? Whoa. Elders, he was reading, man. They want to search out the heavens. Yeah. And see, the thing is, it's all a pathetic attempt. Really, bro, this boy down to nitty gritty. They want that birthright back. They want that birthright back. They want that blessing back. But really, in the spirit, you never had in the first place, man. It played out how it was supposed to. But they want to search out the heavens. It was a show. It was like a documentary on Netflix. It's called A Trip to Infinity. Basically, Esau, Edom want to understand the universe, and they also want to understand, eternity, man. A trip to infinity. Because ultimately, it's all them. They want to seek to understand how the Most High think. But the scriptures tell you how the Most High think. Go ahead, bro.
My thoughts are not yours.
My thoughts are not your thoughts. That'll drive you crazy, man. That will drive you mad. Like you be bringing out, bro. Like tell us in the book of the preacher, King Solomon, you can't figure out how the bones go in the womb of her that's good child. But those y'all that have, babies, especially you see them like grow, you can't figure that out. Cause you can just say it was done, but how? How was it done? You can't figure it out. We were all created. Even going back, it's a movie, everybody in the sci-fi, but it's a movie called Prometheus. But I like it for what it was, Basically, you had a group of researchers and scientists. They wanted to seek how did we get here? Where did we come from? But they went into a cave and they saw people pointing up at the stars. But I believe they were like pointing to chariots, and pretty much they was calling the angels. They was calling them engineers. But because in the beginning, in the book of Genesis, Yahweh and the powers created the heavens and the earth. That's how man got here. And if the Lord open your mind through the Holy Spirit, you understand it. You can't make yourself understand this. That's why Esau, Edom, he's seeking to understand by way of carnal means. Scientists, archaeologists, but showing you now we there, bro. Now we in that moment of time.
That's why a lot of Israelites are really engineers and architects. All right, like low key, like out there in Nigeria, if you put Jake in his natural habitat, he's going to be a builder because Jake engineered existence. 144,000, I say that. 144,000 engineered existence, man. That's why it's second nature for Jake. You remember the architecture during the Moorish Empire? Those cathedrals and those different things? Right? That's what it means to be a god, not just a judge, but a creator. Jake is highly creative. He creates, man. No, I'm looking for it, but you got it, bro. I don't have it yet.
It's Jeremiah chapter 50. Something started at verse 17. It said, every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image.
Yeah, see, that's gonna be the charagma. That's the new graven image. Cause see, in today's time, what's gonna make this different from all other idols, you gonna make it living. you gonna make it alive. See, it can't walk, it can't talk, but you can. It can't breathe, but you can. You know?
That's why scripture say how the image of the beast is speaking now.
Yeah.
In these latter times, that's the risk of artificial intelligence.
Yeah. Like, look at this system. When you look at this man's system, this has never happened before on the earth. You know? Now when you go back to the book of the prophet Daniel, chapter 2, and also the 7th chapter, we see that you know, where it mentions the Roman Empire. Yeah, they're inferior. You know, it's a inferior metals, inferior beasts. What we say the greatest beast, you know. But basically, this man, he surpassed all these other nations by way of his technology, man. You know. Now you lesser in glory, but you surpassed him in technology, showing you this is that time, man. That's why when you look at all these different movies, and it could be damn cartoons, man. The concept of the antagonist and protagonist, it all go back to Jacob and Eve. You know? Even some of the simplest, the one movie, Small Soldiers, man. You know, Small Soldiers, yeah, it was obvious, you know? You know, like Gad versus Eve. Yeah, man. You know? And then Avatar, of course. You know? And many others, man, but it's always
Antagonist and protagonist.
yep, and it's mainly us, you know, Jacob and Eve, man. You know?
We represent those dualities.
Yeah.
Black or white, good or evil. You know, not the color, like we're the color black, but it's the Most High created. Part of his mechanism within his existence in engineering, he has to have duality. It tells you that in Sirach 33. So there has to be a nation who embodies righteousness, and there has to be a nation who embodies transgression. So we represent those two dualities that work against each other.
That's the balance.
You know?
You know?
Yep.
It has to be, the scripture say, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
Yep.
You know? And to quote the woman, movie The Matrix, you know, the oracle, we're all here to do what we're all here to do. You know? Go ahead. So like, can you finish, bro?
I want to start at verse 15. Okay, come.
This is back at Job 11 and 7. Canst thou by searching find out the Most High? Canst thou find out the Almighty unto perfection?
Because they want to do all this so they can be like him. You know? Go ahead.
It is as high as heaven. What canst thou do? Deeper than hell. What canst thou know?
And it gets to a point to where really it's scary to like do that. To get outside the boundaries what you was like made to do. You know? That's some scary stuff. You know? And then you just gonna keep bumping into the same thing, man. You know?
That's what happened. The Most High gave, he opened it up and let them get to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these. Because what the scriptures teach you, man, it teaches us like to go back into the knowledge of creation. You know what I'm saying? What creates life, what creates death. Esau done got it through his science. He gonna throw the misinformation out there to throw you out. But at the same time, he hiding and he running everything by how everything run and works. But he ain't giving glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. He wanted like he wanna take the knowledge and credit for it like he figured it out himself, man. You know, which we swear Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord gave that to us, man. You know,
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
But and he wanted all for himself. He wanted all for himself. See, you know, when the Lord brings his people in power, beginning with the elected house of David, even the other nations gonna benefit off this rulership, bro. This man just don't give a damn about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but it's showing you like we're seeing the wicked in power, man. You know?
It says, the measure thereof is longer than the earth and broader than the sea.
Right, because see, say in the book of Prophet Jeremiah, do not I feel heaven and earth, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And you doing all this, man, the angels watching you, man. You know, like, see how crazy you look, you know? But then it's the plans of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to make you do it, though, too. You know? Wait, bro. You got one more verse.
It says, if he cut off,
Wait a minute, so if he cut you off, like Brother had read earlier, he appointed your bounds that you cannot pass. You see that? Just, you know? Go ahead.
if he cut off and shut up or gather together,
Right, and shut up meaning in prison. You can't stop yourself from going to slavery. It's like a lot of brothers been doing videos and I still ain't seen the movie. I need to be cursed out. You know, but I'm gonna watch it though, soon though. Movie Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, man. You know, you going there, and you can't stop it. We couldn't stop it, from happening to us. But who are you? You know, and a lot of brothers been talking about Gad lately. You've been talking about Gad lately. You look at what happened to Gad, bro. You cry, man. You know, you gotta pay for that, and then there's one tribe. And let's not even speak about what you did to Judah. You know, but then all the other tribes. I was talking to a chick from Venezuela, like yesterday. You know, she don't know she Jake, but like, you know, chick was cool. Bro, I just thought she was like a light-skinned Judite. Chick from Venezuela. But just showing you, we the same people. What about what you did to them? Asher, you gotta pay for all this shit. What you did to Issachar, Zebulun. Woo. Yep.
Yeah, you leave. Come on, man. Yeah, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for that shit,
You gotta
man.
pay for that shit.
And then the Most High sent us on this side of the earth, before captivity. He sent us to really a New Jerusalem. That's why America was called what? New Canaan.
Yeah, well, Canaan, like fourth Canaan.
Yeah, man.
New Canaan. Like
So, because Zebulun is rich. All right? Central America is rich. Haiti was rich! For every, Venezuela's oil was like a cup of oil to Haiti's pool of oil, man. Haiti was rich, man. All right? Central America was rich. Brazil, look up Brazil. That's why Genesis 49, it tells you how he should be, you know, I'm gonna roughly paraphrase it, but how Asher, his feet gonna be dipped in like the oil.
Yeah,
and,
foot dipped in oil.
yeah, and he's gonna be of brass. Yep. Now look at their brass production in Brazil. Look at the oil reserves in Brazil, man. Look at the crop production in Brazil. It's like 2/3 the size of America, man.
Yeah. Brazil, that's actually where you get the word iron. In the Hebrew, it's barazal.
Come on, man. But you never hear about that. You don't hear about it, but Esau knows, man. You're the robber.
Yeah, Peru means para, fruitful. You know, but yeah, you know, you gotta pay, man.
You know, there's just recently they say over there, the Amazon tribes, you know, which are the tribe of Asher, we saw about his technology over there. A lot of those people are hooked on porn and social media.
You turn them into a fucking you turn them into an American.
Right, like the whole earth is a trap house because of this damn Edomite. Now you want to get on Jake behind that, but you're the biggest dope boy, man.
Yeah,
you know,
you exploit. You take their resources and you exploit it. All right, you extract it. You extract it, man, and you bring it to. That's why I said thou covet. What does it mean when it says thou covet fields? You covet land, the resources from the land.
This is 2nd Esdras 13, verse 40 to 41. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasseh the king of Assyria.
Well, so this shows you that Cristobal Colon, what you call Christopher Columbus, his name means Christ bearing conqueror. So we know the Messiah name ain't Christ. You know, Esau Edom came in that name. You know, but see, him being one of the colonizers that came over here, they knew who they were encountering. They purposely came over here to do what they did. Actually, them coming over here and doing what they did to the tribes, and they speak about this in their different journals. Columbus himself did. This is the beginning of their NWO. What they were doing to Israel, man.
In 1492, they say they were reading Ezra.
They go right there.
Ezra.
Yeah, nah, we was trying to go to India. We got lost. Nah, you believe the serpent if you want to, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Whom Salmanasseh the king of Assyria led away captive.
Yeah. You know, because we were, you know, in U.S. history, it said that America had Puritans. They came to America to seek religious freedom. No, we came to the Americas seeking religious freedom because we wanted to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments instead of being under the king of Assyria, man. We were the real Puritans, man. You got it, Elder.
And carried them away over the waters, and so they came into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go
leave the Assyrians. You know? Yeah. They went over the Euphrates to the land of Assyria. But and a lot of our people still over there too. But you know, you had a lot of our people. The majority of our people had the mindset, man, we need to leave here and start over. They knew that they had messed up, going back to the history of Jeroboam bro, like our history is deep. You know, like going back to when our nation split, like they remembered all that. They're like, man, we gotta redo this. We gotta get it right. And like the elder Sahabe said, so they had the mindset, we need to go to the other side of earth. Because they already knew about it going back to the time of King Solomon. They knew about it, which, you know, and I heard Apostle Hart speak on it too, you know, but it's pure speculation. It just makes sense. You know, King Solomon's navy, along with the navy of Hiram, you know, which his navy was mostly Canaanites, the Phoenicians. Yeah, they came over here. They did what they did. They put up them Olmec heads, which are landmarks, to help them, you know, remember where it was coming. But also, it's a great possibility that some of our people went with them, because how would they know how to get over here? It just makes sense.
It's just like this. Like, if you the king, they under you, so they working for them. So of course, King Solomon sent his overseers to go. Yeah, of course they was there. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Make sure they doing this right.
Go get this, go get that. Of course we was.
And then there was seers.
Right.
There were another pair of eyes.
Right.
Because what did Esau do during the time of Spain and the Spanish rulership? They sent frontiers over here. Frontiers were eyes for the king, the scouts. So of course you're gonna have Israelite scouts too, you know.
Them Hamites just was the workers. You see them over here doing all the work.
Yeah.
So of course we was like, go get this, go get that. They was scouting out the land. Cause even when, like I said, they took this counsel among themselves, they already knew the setup.
Yeah.
They like the waters right here. They, you know what I'm saying? Because how they strategically set up the northern kingdom, where they set up at, where it's so fruitful, it's the most fruitful land over here. Then it's rivers and what, the Gadites, right? Even when they, you know, they whole setup, they set it. They was setting it up in tribes, just like when they was set up in tribes on that side of the world. They came right over here and was sitting. They were set up in tribes and different tribes and different places where everything was fruitful, because they had the knowledge. They always know we gotta stay by the waters. You know what I'm saying? That's where everything's going. That's how everything grows. Then it's how we get from place to place. They knew all that.
You know, because did the peacock come from America?
Come.
What about the gorilla? Silverback gorilla? It's been a while since we went over this, but I know the peacock, King Solomon extracted that from America, man. Come on, man.
They're going back to a point you made earlier about Cristobal Colon and how it wasn't an accident that he stumbled across the Israelites because he brought a Hebrew interpreter.
So did. Yeah, he brought a good amount of them too. You know, but one of them, Louis de Torres, but you had a good number of them. And because why would they make an effort to speak to the Taino in Hebrew? Like that's on record, man. So yeah, they knew.
This back in 2nd Esdras 13 to 41. Now verse 40. He carried them away over the waters, and so they came into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would lead a multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never man can dwell.
And this is real, man. This is real. And I done bumped into this one dude. He was from Iraq, so to speak. I'm like, man, this dude, this is an Ephraimite. This ain't no damn heathen, man. Like, if you saw this dude, you would have thought he was straight up Ephraimite, but then he said he was from Iraq. I'm like, man, like he was one of them jakes, you know, that stayed in the region, you know?
Well, they say in those Middle Eastern movies like 300, a lot of those Persians be Puerto Ricans.
So I had a brother, right? Well, he's still a brother. He fought in the Iraq War. I don't know if I told y'all the story before, but he fought. He was actually fighting. When they got to the spot in Iraq where Abraham was from, the Chaldees, the soldiers threw their guns down. Brought about my color.
Wow.
And said, y'all came home. Wouldn't even fight no more. Tried to get him. He wasn't sure because he was at war. You know what I'm saying? They was at war, but soldiers threw their guns down, bowed down to him and said, y'all came back home. You know what I'm saying? And we had no problems in that area where Abraham was from.
Wow. Hey, I remember you did tell us that story, bro.
Yeah.
And I also remember a video I watched on YouTube. When he first came into the truth, bro. Israelite sisters.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, there's a footage from like 1993. And it was so-called black women.
Yeah.
Over there in Palestine.
Wow.
And there was like, the lady on the camera was like a traveling American woman. She's like, do you have anything to say to the brothers and sisters back home? And she was like, we send flowers to our brothers and sisters in America.
But that was like native to Palestine.
Yeah, they was in the land of Canaan, but them weren't Canaanites though.
Nah.
And flower is another word for greeting. So why would they identify themselves and they in the land? Why would they identify themselves with the Jakes in America? They didn't say anyone in Africa. They said specifically the Negroes in America. Why could we the same people? They know that. There's family over there, man. But showing you too, you still have a small dispersion of Jakes still over there. And I'm talking about prior to Ben Amina. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about like Jake that actually stayed in the land, certain parts. Esau, Edom know that, man.
You know, that's another testimony. Like even with when Ben Amina went over there, right? I talked to some brothers who actually went over there, but they came back. They was back and forth, right? And they like when they came over, when they first went over, the Israelis, like they were stuck at the airport. They wouldn't let them, you know what I'm saying? They had them stuck. They wouldn't let them go to the land and go to nothing, you know what I'm saying? So they like once finally, that burden was lifted and they got able to go to the land. It's a testimony. I'm talking this brother like in like late 90s. He like when they finally went to the land, he like they went to this lake, bro. He like when they went, the fish came and just started swimming in the order for them and everything, bro. When they went to this water, say fish came and just started showing who the people, showing that they was the people, showing the damn Amalekites was there and everything. They were trying to hold them from the land. It was like when they got to a spot, he said the fish came in a river. Started swimming around, man, a perfect order, like the Most High was showing everybody, these my people right here, you know, right? That's
36.
That's why I even say in the book of Baruch, how the Lord calls, every sweet smelling tree to overshadow Israel. When we go back to the land, bro, it's gonna be far out. How like we gonna be connected, like to the earth, like. But it's showing you how the Spirit of the Lord, like we connected to our homeland.
I'm gonna get this real quick.
Like you said, we're gonna be connected because as it said, the second Ezra says the earth was created for Israel. So it only makes sense that we'll have the best connection to the earth.
Well, it's Ezekiel 36:8, so y'all my brought up this point. But ye, O mountains of Israel, you should shoot forth your branches and yield fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come. So, like I said, when we touch down, the fish was, the Most High himself to let them know, like, these are my people.
Right.
Because
even they went over there and we know we hear prophesying, you know what I'm saying? But the elect still scattered throughout the four corners. So, because they like, even when they went there, the place they put them, it was the Negev Desert, but it was like where a nuclear waste was. But it's like, I'm talking to guys who went over there, got land, these brothers, they don't believe what we believe, of course. But I just get the knowledge of what, I'm just going to the knowledge of what they was like. They went to they put them where a nuclear waste plant was. But like they got communities over there where they, you know what I'm saying, they thrive. So he was like, they started to build up the land, get their own school, you know what I'm saying, just right in the desert. Most High just started providing the way for them. It was like they threw them in just out in nowhere, and then they couldn't be citizens. And of course, they wouldn't let them be citizens at the time. So, just more testimony of, Cause they're still a slap in the face how the Lord done it. Sent them over there. Damn Amalekites had just took the land in 48, you know what I'm saying, now that's how he started going over there in like the 70s. Then his people show up with nothing, and then they build a community, a thriving community, like, and it's thriving to this day. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they don't show it. You know what I'm saying? But it's different history channel. You can go see it. You know what I'm saying? You can go see it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
And it's good points to it. Like you see them, it's a peaceable community, but see, we not in that time. Like, basically we supposed to be here to prophesy and fulfill, the prophecies, and the Lord gonna take us back to that land, the right way. You know what I'm saying? And you got, Ben Ami, community, which he passed, to the spirit world. But then, Jay not really keeping, I don't think they're keeping the Passover there. Cause they pretty much, I don't want to say like vegan, but like, they something like that.
They are like vegan.
They vegan, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna keep the Passover? So they Israel, but they not in the right spirit, man. But ultimately though, pursuing what the elder had read, the Lord gonna bring us back to our land.
And to show you that we're excellent people, because I see the elder Asamai.
Yeah, come.
No, the same thing with Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Slavery ended 1865. Black Wall Street was erected 1912. So it's like 47 years after 200 some years of slavery, we built a community that was more superior than Esau's power structure. But what happened? We got knocked down. The Most High showed us, like, this is who you are. I slapped it down. And we see in the kingdom, we're not going to have another kingdom over us to keep us from building. Because you're going to see the ingenuity of Israelites in the kingdom, man. You know?
Finish it out.
Verse 42. Verse 41 again, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would lead the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Right, and they did that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a different history you could look into. Hey, you got the book Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. You got history of the American Indian by James Deere. Once again, Lost Tribes and Promised Lands by Ronald Sanders. You read these particular books, they tell you about not just Gad, but all the Northern Kingdom, what they were doing over here. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, you know, erecting earthworks, it's called mounds. But basically, going back to what it said in Kings, those are high places. You know, because they didn't have, you know, temples, but they built some, you know, things similar to temples over here though.
And I wanted to get that point here because this was their mindset. They weren't coming over here to be on no BS. You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't keep it perfect, but their mindset was, look, we finna get away from this. We done broke the covenant we made with the Most High. We went in captivity. Their mindset was to come over here to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. But of course, we know, you know, the prophecy of Esau had to come back when he rose up into his power. But this was the mindset of our people when they came over here, man.
As generations came forth of the loins of the fathers, we degenerated.
Right.
So the first wave of Israelites, they had the right intentions, like you said.
Right.
But then you gave birth to a generation, and that generation gave birth to a generation. So the degeneracy took place as we produced more offspring.
Yeah, you see the same thing. Basically, scholars call it the cycle of sin. Like you read in the book of Judges. Yeah. It's pretty much the history of Israel. Like Israel, you know, originally be, you know, obedient, but then, you know, they envy the other nations. You know, we get taken down, go into captivity, then we cry for a savior. Lord send us a savior, you know, and then it just keep happening. But see, now we in the end of it, you know, and I'm glad the elder had read that in 2 Ezra 13, because see, now all the tribes getting ready to go home, man, you know. And quote the priest Ayash, like he was saying, and we're going to close it after this. Like he was saying, though, see, if you were Israelite, it's one of two things, you know, either you're going to be delivered or you're going to die. If you were heathen, you another nation, you either going to die or go into slavery, man. You know, like, that's the time we live in. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai is bringing major judgment to this earth. And for Israel to just want to do what they want to do, like I say, I think it's Ezekiel 20, he's not going to just let you just be as the heathen, man. You know, we in a sunken place. It ain't going to stay like this. And then you got Jake that want to bring that gang culture in Israel. Them gangs are spells, man. And this shit played out. Like, all this, you know, these enchantments is played out. Now it's time to go home, you know? So with that, you want to close out?
And with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash.
Double honor for our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone and well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Baba Baba.
Shalom. Shalom.